If you're a beginner, this is the video for you. We have so many things on the screen. We're going to be talking you through the top 10 tips on what you need to get better at FM24. Starting off with the most important thing on FM24. It's morale. Imagine this. Imagine you're working at your job or you're at school and the teacher just tells you to fuck off. You might find it funny. They start crying. That's down to the teacher's reaction to you, okay? And Football Manager is about your reaction to the players, okay? So this is my team on FM24. I've just started it. I've got a new Twitch save. If you want to go on my Twitch, my editor will leave it somewhere on the screen. I am live anywhere between 5 and 10 o'clock every single day, apart from Wednesday. Okay, so let's get started. This is my new save. Make sure you're praising your player at every single opportunity, okay? If you go to training right here, go to individual, you'll be able to see all the training. You can sort it right here, sort the training, and normally everyone that's green, just praise them, and anyone that's below around 6.4, berate them, okay? Tell them they've been training shit and kick them up the arse, okay? Because they need it. Next, the hierarchy. This is where your players stand in your club, okay? We've got Kieran Trippier, we've got Lascelles, we've got Dan Burn, okay? And then highly influential, Wilson, Murphy, Cher, Almiron, Joelinton, Willock, Bruno, Gillespie, Pope, Dubravka, and Sean Longstaff, okay? I don't want to be upsetting Trippier, Lascelles, or Dan Burn, okay? Because if I upset them, they're going to get the whole team to get me sacked. Make sure every single opportunity you're getting, you're praising Dan Burn's contact. He's just a top geezer, isn't he? He drives around in a smart car. Also, if you press on any of the players, it gives you their social group. So the best way I can describe this is imagine when you're in school, you've got the people that hang around together. That's social groups, okay? You've got different social groups. Jamal Lascelles likes to hang around with all these players. Trippier likes to hang around with all them. Joelinton likes to hang around with them. Isaac likes to hang around with Emil Kraft, Rodrigo Vilca, and Kieran Thompson, okay? I can't imagine that's the case in real life. Another big thing for when you're into a save, okay, and your team's doing shite. Probably because you're a shite manager. I'm joking, okay? If you lost around 4 games in a row and your team was just playing dreadful, team meeting, press the encourage option, okay? I can't do that because like I've said, I've already started it. There'll be an encourage option around about here, alright? Morale matters more than anything on this game, okay? If these drop, it is going to be impossible to turn things around, okay? Praise, 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 okay? Next one is a bit more techy because this is where if you've just started Football Manager, I'm going to click on this screen and there's going to be far too much information for your brain to even realize. Bosh, look at all that information, okay? That would take me minimum 15 minutes to read all that. And we're going to be talking about this little bit here, alright? Sven Botman, you can see he is terrific. Space to improve massively. 23 years old, he will improve, okay? But you see all these. If you've played Football Manager before, you'll know that all these highlighted ones are the main attributes that will count, which is right, but I see a lot of people only focusing on the highlighted ones, and that's where you're making a mistake. Just because Sven Botman has not got acceleration highlighted, that does not mean that acceleration does not matter, alright? He needs good acceleration because all defenders need good acceleration. Imagine the majority of strikers or wingers in the Premier League. Imagine how much pace they've got. Imagine. So take this for example, okay? Majority of these rules do not have stamina. Even if that's not highlighted, he still needs stamina because especially in the Premier League, he's going to be running like fuck. The highlighted attributes do count, okay? They do count a big amount, but all I'm saying is do not solely focus on the highlighted ones because it's going to help you a lot. Nice and quick one here for you lads, very nice and basic. You see this training here? Doesn't matter. The only thing that matters, all you need to do here is after your match, preferably either there or here, go to match preparation and just go for a match review. Also team bonding. You'll see team bonding by pressing on the rectangle. Extracurricular. Try both of these. That can help with, wait, you can see what it helps. Yeah, helps with happiness, cohesion, fatigue, and that. All this stuff, unfortunately, does not matter. So if you really want to do it, just leave it. I wouldn't be against just putting it on rest, but if you were to put it all on rest, for me, it would kind of lose the realism of FM24. So I do like to keep training like this because it keeps realism. Match review, I haven't said what that helps with. That helps with tactical familiarity, which I'll quickly go to tactics here. That is this bit here, okay? Now on to the tactics screen. You will see this as being the 6-1 down. 6-1 down the left hand side tab. Your assistant manager is going to give you any one of these, okay? If you're just starting the game and don't know much about tactics, I would preferably go for one of these because it's your assistant manager. The assistant manager knows a lot more about the club and the players than what you do, so I would trust his opinion, especially if he's got good attributes, okay? We'll get onto that later on. So for Newcastle, Gegenpress, obviously the Jurgen Klopp way, vertical tiki-taka, Pep Guardiola, or wing play. Who plays wing play? Probably Newcastle in real life probably play wing play, to be fair, so yes, wing play. I am better with tactics, so I go with control possession because I know a bit more, but if I was you, I would just go Gegenpress and go for 4-2-3-1. That's the most OP one until you learn what to do, okay? Keep everything the same, all right? Jurgen Murphy is not going to be an inside forward in real life. Gordon does play wing back on attack in real life. Isak is more of an advanced forward in real life, so I'd maybe just change your striker to be advanced forward because that's the most OP role. If you do want to change the tactics, then do not feel pressurized to click everything. Do not go, okay, I want my team fairly wide, I want to overlap on the right, I want to focus on the left and focus on the right, I want to have low crosses, hit early crosses, I want to play with set pieces, I want to do that, I want to time waste sometimes, I want to run at defense, be expressive. You're telling your team to do far too much and you are restricting them to what they actually can do, alright? Just keep it simple, okay? If you want to reset it, go back to edit tactic, go back to Gegenpress, choose formation, 4-2-3-1. No, I don't want to save the last tactic because it was shite. Advanced, okay? That's all you need to do, alright? Also, if you want help with picking players for your tactic, just go to contract and then you'll be able to see who's your best players, especially if you're playing with a team that you might not know of. Go to squad first, go to contract, and then agreed playing time, which is right here. Pressing it to sort it, then you'll see all your best players to pick for your tactic. Next, I want to talk about rules, okay? Back to tactics. If you're just starting the game, this won't matter too much because if you listen to what I said before, don't focus too much about rules, okay? But there is some FM players that just go, okay, Bruno can't play in Cam, so he's a bad example. Okay, Tonali playing CDM as a ball-winning midfielder, okay? Tonali is a ball-winning midfielder. Trippier, right back. Do not put Trippier as an inverted wing back on support unless he fits with your tactic, okay? If you're just on FM, you do not need to worry about this. So if you want to just skip the next bit. Fabian Schär, okay, a ball playing defender. Yes, he is a terrific ball playing defender, but don't need to talk about that. Sven Botman is a wide centre back, okay? You can only play wide centre back when you've got 3 defenders, so a back 5 or a 3-4-3. Do not just follow the top rule. If you aren't a beginner and you haven't been playing FM, pick a role that suits your formation, okay? The next tip is if you are going through a bad spell, all right, you're going to go to schedule, okay, then calendar. Let's pretend this right here is a Premier League game or a Liga 1 game or a Bundesliga or a Liga Santander or whatever game, okay? Let's pretend you're on a 4-0 losing streak and your striker can't hit a barn door, all right? Let's pretend you had a game here, then you've got a game here, okay? Put a friendly in either of these spots, all right? Preferably maybe here, because it's going to be against a weaker side. So what you're going to do here is you're going to press this downward arrow that's here, pressing it, arrange friendly, and then you're going to come all the way over to here, Tuesday, 18th of July. Then you can either go for an affiliated club. You know what, let's just batter Ash it in, yeah? You haven't really got to do this. Probably preferably go for one of these, maybe. Pressing the team, and then confirm. And then they should say yes, and then you just go and smash them 10-0, and hopefully your striker scores a hat-trick, or 4 goals or 5 goals, and just get the team scoring goals, and then just keep on doing that. Whenever you've got a little bit of a break, do it again. Try to do it too much though, just every now and again, and then your strikers should get back to scoring, okay? The next one's very important, especially in the Premier League. We're going to go to the medical centre, okay? No, we're not going to go to the medical centre. What am I on about? We're going to go to training and then rest. You're going to see all of these here, okay? Preferably, I like to go double intensity for the green hearts. Then for normal intensity, I like to go, yes. This, I like to go half, and then no pitch gym work. If they are literally on their feet crying, they can go home, or just, but not really go home. They're just going to chill in the facility, do whatever they want to do. Half intensity, maybe they go in the gym. Normal intensity, they're training. Double intensity, they're training and going to the gym, and they're doing everything, okay? Getting that sharpness up and helping them being the best player that they can be, okay? Then when you're during on in the season, these hearts or condition will be down. This bit here where it says injury risk, it'll probably say very high for injury risk. If you've you've got like a week off, maybe either no pitch or gym work for 3 days or 4 days, or you have the option to send them on holiday. Let's say where you've got the international break and you've got 2 weeks off. Send them on like a week holiday, all right? Do that. They'll come back recharged and ready to start again. Also, something very important. If you see here, we've got my next fixtures. We've got Newcastle, the second team, then whoever they are, and then Wolves and Ipswich. I am going to prioritize my main players for the Wolves game and then rest them for the Ipswich game. Actually, a better way of showing this is after the Ipswich game, I've got Villa, okay? So I want to rest my better players in the Ipswich game so that I have got my better players for Aston Villa, arguably a harder game, especially away. So if you have the depth, let's say I wanted Joelinton and Tonali here, okay? I could have Lewis Miley's good enough to play there, I would say. And Joelinton, you could have, let's say, Joe Willock. You'd have them for the Ipswich game. They're more than good enough to compete against Ipswich. And then you have your better players against Villa. Just make sure you're focusing on this list here of who you're playing next to know who to train, how long to train, and who to prioritize. If your player is lacking sharpness, put them on double intensity, hard double intensity. That's going to help them get better, because if they're on that means you aren't playing them, or they aren't training well, or they're just having a really bad time in football in general. This next one's a little bit of a techie one, we could say, a little bit of a techie one. We're going to go to the squad here, right? And then we're going to go to Sean Longstaff has interest from West Ham. Murphy has an interest from Everton, Nottingham Forest and Wolves. What I would want to do here is offer him out for a little bit less than what he would go for. So as you can see, we have listed Emil Kraft for 5 million, and you can see ask price is 5 million. Once we get an offer for Emil Kraft, it may take a couple of days, it may take a week, it will look like this, and they'll have 5 million, okay? Pretend Jordan Hackett is Emil Kraft, okay? They would offer 5 million, so you just press accept, okay? Then you'd go back to Emil Kraft, put the asking price to 5.25, offer him out again. Once you get the new offer of 5.25 million that someone puts in for Emil Kraft or whatever player you want to sell, you reject the last one and then accept the new one that you've just got, okay? And then you offer him out for 5.5. Once you get an offer, accept that one, reject the old one, offer out for 5.75, reject the old one, accept the new bid, and you keep on going up. But make sure you always have the highest bid accepted. Do not reject the highest bid ever. You should always have a bid accepted it at some point, okay, until you get a new bid that's higher. Another one here that's a little bit techie is the cheeky little in-game editor right here. So if you want to know whether a game has been edited, you see the little pencil here first, that's the first thing you should be looking at. Go to FM, game status, and then it should say whether the in-game editor has been used. In-game editor allowed, yes. In-game editor used, no, okay? This isn't the tip, I'm just telling you how to do that. The tip is use the in-game editor. Buy the in-game editor. It's not that much, to be fair. But obviously, if you're short on money or anything, that is perfectly fine. There is a free in-game editor, which you can have a look on other YouTube channels. There is many tips that will tell you how to get it, and it's very easy. As much as we think Football Manager is perfect, it is not. There's a lot of bugs, and there's a lot of things that just not very realistic. Let's say Miguel Almiron is not happy with his playing time, but he's played 10 games out of 11. Stuff like that, it just doesn't really make sense. You would go to the in-game editor and then remove all unhappiness, all right? Do that because it just makes no sense. I would do it. The main reason I'd say to keep the in-game editor or buy the in-game editor is to keep the game as realistic as possible. Another way you can use the in-game editor is for another bug. When I had an unemployed save, I was at Almere United. It's a club in Netherlands, and I bought a striker, alright, a striker, keep that in mind. My centre mid got angry. He thought the striker that I bought was going to replace him. The striker. So he got angry, and that just makes no sense. So I went and removed his unhappiness because it just makes no sense. That's another way you can fix it. Anything that you feel is just unrealistic, just press remove all happiness. Remove all unhappiness. The next one is for the people who have not played the game regularly. You're going to go to staff, you're going to go to responsibilities, and you're going to go through all of these. Okay, that's my board. You can't change that. Let's go to here. All right. If you don't feel comfortable at anything, just press set all and then set all recommended staff. So it doesn't really give you the responsibility of recruiting director. So instead of you getting the director of football, my chairman, Yasar Al-Ramayan, what a bloke he is, he's going to do it for him or for us, and then do that for that, and then just go through all that. So you haven't really got to do anything. If you want to buy players, you just go to transfers and contracts, and then if you just read through all them, you don't feel comfortable doing it or you don't know how to do it, just delegate until you learn how to do it. Pretty much just go through every single one of these and delegate anything you don't feel comfortable doing. All right, that's the same with advice and reports. This one's different. I'll tell you how to do this. Recruitment. Okay, it tells you who's the best at their job. I would say Peter Clark is best because he's got the highest attributes out of everyone here. So he's going to give me my recruitment. Yeah. Providing scout feedback. Now this one doesn't give you any attributes. So you're going to have to go to staff and then recruitment staff and then contract, mental. And then it gives you everything. But if you don't feel comfortable doing scouts, find someone that's good at judging staff ability and they will do it for you. And for the final tip, which is arguably the most important one, just have fun, okay?
Just enjoy them, man.
Okay, lads, if you did enjoy that video, please make sure to smash the like button, subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. In a bit, have a good day.